What's up? So since the last trade, I did take two more trades. I took one on GBP CAD and on Aussie CAD. So I did take a GBP CAD short, but then I decided to swap it out for Aussie CAD for personal reasons. So I walked away with 1% on GBP CAD and then waited for a Aussie CAD trade, and then I'm in that now, which I'll show you in a second. So essentially what I did was I took the trade over here on this particular little break, took the trade, and then I was basically playing it for the short, which as you can see is just about committed just before I started recording, which is great. Nothing wrong with that trade. Again, it was just personal preference. So I decided to swap that out for Aussie CAD, which again, I'll quickly show you now. So this is Aussie CAD, which I've moved to break even now as well. So I basically took it on the break of this, and I took the trade here, stop loss above, and then basically I'm playing that to the downside. So that was basically the trade idea. Obviously now we're running 1%. I've moved to break even. I'm happy with the trade. If it comes back or it goes, it is what it is. So I'll show you that trade from a higher time frame perspective on TradingView. So if we go to TradingView now, we can see on the daily, what we can see here is that obviously the main focus for value would be in this area here, which we basically tapped into. Then we pushed away. We didn't quite tap the low, but it's okay. It was beyond 90%. And then what happened was we came back up, and then we had multiple near misses to this little gap here, and then we tapped into it on the daily. As we then had the 4 hour, what we then saw was price was squeezing higher. Price was squeezing, and then as price squeezed, we had the follow through, and then it was after that solid 4 hour close. I then went on the 1 hour, and I was then evaluating this a little bit closer. Now, understanding the positioning of where the flag was, if we do pretty much just draw this on as the retest of that area, we basically came back, retested it, and then sold off. I did want to get a risk entry, but to be honest, because of how the structure was formed and it was very squeezed, I just wanted to kind of get a bit better positioning. So then as we broke in this area here, as we kind of came up a bit, I was able to get a little bit better of an entry, and I got in over here with stop losses above there, and that was basically the trade. If I go down to the GBP CAD one, which was right here, it's pretty much the same thought process, but I did like this structure more. But I kind of liked Aussie CAD in the sense that it wasn't so obvious as well. So what we can see here is on the daily, we did come in with a 1, 2, 3 into this area here, which was nice. We had the middle section, we came up. I didn't like the last leg so much, but as we saw it, multiple rejections on the daily there. Then we could see on the 4 hour that we pushed down, we did a little bit of an M star there, we pushed down again, we broke the low, we came back up and squeezed, and then we went to the 1 hour. Originally, I was looking at continuation in this area to go long, but then as we followed through and broke to the downside, I was then able to refine it, look a bit closer, and I was like, okay, well, we've basically broken below this whole area here now as well. So the continuation makes sense here. So stops above would be pretty decent. And then as I got to the 5 minute, I could then see that there was a correction right there. So this was basically the other trade idea I had, which again, I think was really nice. Of course, there was other levels and layers of how I would have taken the trade, but at the end of the day, I was very happy with this trade. Again, GBP CAD happened to be a very nice follow through as well with the drop off, so I was really happy with that. But yeah, so that's basically the trade idea. And then as we're in the trade now, I'll just be monitoring it for the shorts. So hopefully we can get a scale in position without having any dramatic pullbacks. I am looking to see if I can get this trade to basically trade into this area here. So when we approach this area, this is where I'll be a little bit more aggressive with my management around about this area. So I'm going to be looking to around about 3% region. I'll be a bit more cautious for a larger structure to kind of maybe be created there. And then if we do follow through to around about 4%, I may even opt in for a manual close. Again, situational, I'll just kind of opt into it closer to the end of the day and just see how it moves. But we are London session, New York session now, and price is committing to the downside. So we are having a good response, and we are well in session now to potentially see this follow through. I just need to wait and see if this just comes back up sharp. It is what it is. to break even. I'm happy with the trade. Just need to be patient and wait this one out now. So that's basically the trade on Aussie CAD and GBP CAD, and yeah, let's see how that goes.